I bought this last November, so this is not a first week review. And this really makes amazing soft serve. And whether it's worth it to own it comes down to really just three things. And one of them is actually measurable, and I measured it against the old Ninja Creami machine. I bought this for one reason, and that's to have soft serve. It's the best type of ice cream, and the swirl model of the Ninja Creami is the only one that can make a soft serve. And that's because it comes with this dispensing lid and the press. All the other functionalities is the same as the older versions of the Ninja Creami. And that means I've got a confession to make. In the 9 or so months that I've had this baby, well, I've never really had proper ice cream. Like using the scoop setting, I've only just had soft serve. But not today. Today we'll make some vanilla ice cream as well. Now this isn't a machine you use because you fancy ice cream right now, tonight. So for my case, because I just got this for soft serve, I took the advanced recipes from their cookbook. And to get the soft serve, you essentially have to make a custard base so you can use the frozen custard setting on the machine. So I made a cookies and cream version and a chocolate version. And for either case, you need to do some homework. That starts on the stove where you essentially are preparing a custard. The cookies and cream version, I based it right off the book, while the chocolate one was right off the dome. But here's the idea in a nutshell. You place some egg yolks, some corn syrup, and sugar in a small saucepan, whisk it until combined, till the sugar is dissolved, and then you add some cream, heavy cream, milk, and vanilla to a saucepan. And then you add in your crushed sandwich cookies, essentially Oreos, and then just gently cook this mixture as you stir constantly. And you want to stir it so that the eggs don't curdle up because we're making this custard base. Once it has thickened sufficiently, then you add it into the creamy pint. And this one is special. You can't reuse the old pints from the old machine because it has a special thing, because you reuse this little spout at the bottom for the soft serve. They probably made it so that you have to sell all your old stuff or throw it away and buy extra pints if you are the type to have a bunch of pints prepped up for your cravings. Now the chocolate one is a very similar concept, so let me know down below if you want the full recipe. Now at the minimum, what Ninja prescribes is you want to freeze it for 24 hours for the best results. So do that. That's why you can't just have it right now. That's why you have to prep ahead. And once you're ready to make your frozen custard soft serve, you want to select the soft serve button and then press frozen custard. One spin should be enough, but if it looks too icy and not creamy and soft, then do a respin. I measured how loud this model of the Ninja Creami is, and here's the actual number. The swirl runs at about 83 to 85 decibels on a spin. The old Creami was between 87 to 89. So while it is quieter, it's not by much. Your ears won't really notice it. And you definitely are not having conversation over the machine. Then remove the lid, add the attachments for the soft serve. That's the white lid with the blue plastic attachment. Then attach that to the machine as you twist it close, and then pull the lever as if this is your own custom ice cream shop. That part never gets old. It's pretty fun, and the harder you pull, the faster the ice cream comes out, so you can really control the rate of flow based on how hard you pull. And I'm so glad I did the chocolate frozen custard for this soft serve, because that has to be one of the best chocolate soft serves that I had ever tasted and have tasted since. And you don't have to eat this whole pan in one setting, I'm sure you knew that. But before you freeze it, just level the ice cream back, put the lid on, and straight back in the freezer. This should stay good for about 2 weeks for the best freshness, and before you make it, just respin it. So now for the simple scoop, your regular good old ice cream. Now I have never used this in the 9 months, so let's do it now. I'm using the recipe from Ninja for this, and the prep work is so much simpler, and it's obvious why this is not an advanced recipe according to them. There's no stove required. You just need a big bowl. You microwave some cream cheese, add the rest of the ingredients like the cream, the milk, the sugar, the vanilla, and you mix it all up. Put that in the creamy pint and then freeze this for at least 24 hours. After that, you're ready to spin, and this time I'm gonna press the button I haven't pressed before, which is the scoop button. So right after that, press the ice cream button, and I really don't know if I'm gonna need a respin, so let's take a look and see how it turns out. If it does need a respin, I'm gonna show you why after I inspect it myself. This just looks so good. Now, I haven't tasted it, I haven't felt the final texture, so I don't know if it's gonna be as good as soft serve. Probably not. But if it is, I'm gonna regret not doing the scoop and ice cream setting way before. And stay to the end and I'll tell you what I actually thought of the vanilla, the hard ice cream, the setting that I've been ignoring for 9 months. So scoop this on to a serving bowl, and I actually made a full recipe for my dear favorite mocha syrup. So if you have that on hand, or if you planned ahead for this ice cream and you chanced upon my mocha sauce on the website and you have it ready, in a squeeze bottle, microwave that, and then drizzle a bunch of that hot chocolate sauce on the vanilla ice cream. Okay, this has to be good. Even if it's not as good as a soft serve, it'll be pretty good. It's like pizza. Bad pizza is pretty good. Now, every once in a while, you have to be sure to really give it a thorough clean, because there are a lot of like rubber rings and plastic parts that food can get stuck inside. And same goes for the actual machine itself. The little gear thing that spins the blades on the machine, that can get pretty dirty over time. Same for the attachment where the soft serve attachment kind of clicks in. A toothbrush is super handy. And then wiping everything over with a nice moist microfiber cloth, that can get kind of messy, so just give it a quick clean. And if you're wondering what this little slide out thing is, that's for when you're making soft serve. So you can just have the soft serve hanging out as people go in to get their own little scoops, so that you don't make a mess of your counter, just like a drip tray. That's all that it is. And something that we took a long time to learn is on the attachment for the soft serve, this little blue silicone ring, it actually clicks off. Maybe it said that in the instructions, but I didn't really read that. So just try to like take apart whatever you can so that you can clean it really well every once in a while. And the vanilla, absolutely delicious. I'm genuinely kicking myself for not trying it sooner. About 9 months, and I've only used less than half of the settings and the features that this creamy machine has. I'm just biased. I got it for soft serve, and that's why. Maybe I should see what else it has to offer. Maybe I'll get that wand. Maybe if you want me to want that, put that in the comments section down below, what you use it for. But until then, hope you like this, and I'll see you on the next one.